sleep better, catch prey, find food, and survive harsh weather. Living things can have two kinds of adaptations. Organisms' physical adaptations to their environments are called structural adaptations. For example, the bullfrog's camouflage helps it hide, and its strong leg muscles make it a great jumper. The great horned owl. Hanging over there.
Okay, we're going to stop the video here because we're gonna get into our biomes. That video was just an intro into biomes and the adaptations, okay? So today we are going to learn that there are certain adaptations that are specific to each biome. Okay? This lesson will help you to identify some of the adaptations that go with these specific biomes. So a little bit of a background knowledge that you guys need to know in terms of biomes. We have learned that all organisms, including humans, have adaptations or characteristics that help them to obtain food, to protect themselves, and to reproduce and also to survive. Okay? So adaptations are some of the mechanisms that are used for survival. For example, if there is a leafy sea dragonfish that has evolved that allows it to blend in with its environment. So in this case, it blends in with the vegetation that's found underneath the ocean, and that's the seaweed. So the sea dragonfish was able to mimic what the seaweed looks like, and in that case, prevented it from being eaten by a predator. Okay, so you are going to do you are going to try to identify a biome, but before you guys do that, I am going to model how the proper way how you will identify a biome or the plants and animals that live there. Okay, are there any questions before I get started?
Which page?
So I'm going to hand out this biome paper to you guys. So we're gonna work together to help to solve a biome in this case. Okay? So what I want you guys to do is to follow along with me on this. I'm going to try to display the reading on the board so that you can underline or highlight stuff that we think of as important and try to identify the biome that we're talking about. Okay. Okay. We're back in business. Yes. If you have a highlighter, you can go ahead and take it out. Go ahead and sharpen your pencil as well. Once we get started, I'm just going to start on it. So this one we're going to do together. So this one says, this biome receives a lot of precipitation throughout the year. So remember when I was doing the one by myself, I said that precipitation was rainfall. So it gets a lot of rainfall throughout the year, okay? The average temperature is 30 degrees Celsius during the summer months. It is found in a subtropical and temperate zone. It is found in a subtropical temperate zone. Okay. It is also known for its dense canopies of vegetation. So I'm going to circle the word dense because I kind of don't know what that word means. And I'm also going to underline the word canopies. So it also said it's formed 3 different layers, okay? So I'm thinking because it said it forms 3 different layers, dense probably means it's closely packed together. Also, it says vegetation that forms 3 different layers. The top layer or the canopy. So now it's telling me, it's giving me the idea of what canopy is. Canopy would be the top layer. Contains giant trees that grow to heights of 75 meters, which would be about 250 feet or more. Okay, so based on what we've heard so far, can you, well, no, let's try to identify it afterwards. Okay. This layer of vegetation prevents much of the sunlight from reaching the ground. So what do you think that means, guys? It prevents much of the sunlight from reaching the ground.
Like sun goes to the ground. Sun goes.
Huh?
It gets like very dry. It gives, the sunlight gives hydrated.
Okay, I can't hear it because you're all talking at the same time. Eli, what did you say? Okay. Okay, all right, yeah, so it can get to the bottom plants because remember when I said before that it has like a canopy?
Yeah.
Or it's densely packed together, so it's kind of, the trees that are taller is preventing the sunlight from getting down into the short ones. Okay, very good. So it says that it's preventing much of the sunlight from reaching the ground and causes many of the vegetative life to obtain nutrients in other ways instead of at the roots. So we know that a lot of plants get their nutrients through their roots, right? So because the sunlight is not reaching them, they have to try to obtain their nutrients somewhere else. So based on everything that we underline, based on everything that we discussed, what biome do you think this is talking about? What biome? By the show of hands. Yes, Isabella.
Wait.
Okay,
It's a rainfall.
all right, so I have,
Rainforest.
okay, hold on. Because I want you just to compare them. So I have this, I'm gonna pass it around, and you guys are gonna look at it. So you pass it to that end, and I'm gonna pass this to you. You look at it and then pass it to the person next to you. And I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to look that over, and then we will answer.
What else?
Ron, you need to look it over and then pass it.
I don't want to write some things down.
Are you ready?
Like,
All right, I will give it back to you at the end of class so that you can make notes, okay? For right now, we're passing it over. William. Connie, give it to Johan and you're finished. No. The water bottle on the desk. Just leave it on the desk. You throw it away after this. Okay, so from the pictures that I gave you, from the information that we heard, from the stuff that we underlined, raise your hand and tell me if you think you know what biome we're talking about. Yes, Ron. So Ron says we were talking about the rainforest. Who else agrees with him? Johan, you agreed with him? Okay. Can you give me one example from the reading that will tell you, that will let us know it's a rainforest? The reading in front of you, Johan. Can you give me an example? Okay, go ahead.
Because the same thing about the triple pool,
Go ahead.
this part,
Can you read it?
What level have a port to
Capturing
capturing water as it flows from the
canopy.
canopy of trees.
Okay, so the section that says that the plants capture water, that's rolls off the canopy of trees. Very good. Who else has another explanation or another example? Isabella, you had said the rainforest before. What in that passage tells us that it's a rainforest?
About like the trees about being in the canopy of the top layer of it
Okay,
and the temperature.
okay, very good. Awesome, very good.
And yeah, that's
Okay, are there any questions before I release you guys to work on your own? Because now you're going to use the packet that you have. You are going to look on your packet and try to identify a biome based on what you read, on one of the scenarios. Okay, so turn to the back of your packet. And I know we had started working on this before, but find one of the scenarios that you had not answered before. Find one that you didn't answer. Get with, how many of us are here? One. Okay, right. Okay, so perfect. Get with the person you're sitting next to. And try to identify the biome. Now with the person that you're sitting next to. Sit down, please. Sit down. Can I see the back? Okay, so you are going to read the scenario or read one of the scenarios and try to speak, okay? Would you prefer to say that?
Wrong.
Yes or no? Okay. You say yes, you answer the first one. I don't know. Do you want to work on your own? And you're working on your own, okay. So the biomes that you have not identified yet, read it and then try to identify what biome you think it is. And I'm coming around to see if you guys are doing the correct, or to see if you guys are understanding how we do biomes. So this one is empty, so read this one and then try to see if you can identify that on your own. And you're working with him, okay? I'll work together to find those.
We can work with anybody.
So whichever one you think you want to read,
Should be that national against the girl.
come around and check by.
Williams.
For instance, the little, there's actually quite a few. Going through on this, so one is one.
Are you working? Go back to your school. Okay, go ahead. I want to hear you guys working together. I'm coming around to check.
Oh, Miss Austin.
Huh? Okay, look at the one that Johan has. It is a empty. I'm trying to figure out, like, you did them all. At least go over to double check to make sure.
The
that
next page, right?
Okay, this one is not done on yours. So what I want to say is both of you don't show.
Please, what?
And both of you read it. And then try to figure out what I'm saying. Okay,
For sets
based on the information that you have.
below best and
Justin, I
not
think you-
French. Follow clear water, the water must be clear so that something like the reach the full.
Okay, so.
Like, where are bread and the.
I got one.